Okay, so this video I'm going to talk a little bit about place value in the vertical alignment and how it goes K through 5. Okay, so we're going to talk about how composing and decomposing numbers goes from kindergarten to first. In kindergarten, students must compose and decompose numbers up to 10 with objects and pictures. And then the student hits first grade. In first grade, they're still using objects and pictures, except now they're seeing it as expanded form, and they're going up to 120. When the student hits second grade, they're still using expanded form, but they're going up to 1,200. In third grade, they're still composing and decomposing numbers, except now they bring in the notion of expanded notion. So they're doing expanded form and expanded notion, and they're doing numbers up to 100,000. In fourth grade, they're doing expanded notion and standard form and expanded form, and they're going all the way up to 1 billion. But this is also where students get decimals to the hundredth. Then finally in fifth grade, they're still composing and decomposing. They're using expanded notation. They're using expanded form. And now their decimals are going through the thousands. So here's an example of some first grade questions that's from the Pearson book. Question number 1, it's the which chart also shows the same number. So the students are going from a chart, reading the base 10 blocks, trying to figure out what the standard form would be if you see the picture and object is used as the base 10 block. For question 13 here, it even uses the vocabulary. The expanded form of a number is 100 plus 20 plus 5. So again, you have to know vocabulary for first grade, and they're seeing the number exampled as a standard form and as an example as an expanded form. In second grade, remember they are asked for expanded form all the way up to 1,200. So again, I pulled some questions off of the Pearson book, and it says there are 1,132 students at school on Monday. What is the expanded form of this number? So again, students need to know the vocabulary. They need to be able to see that the answer would be, in fact, D. Number 5, we see a visual aid, base 10 blocks to help the students. And it says Marissa has these place value blocks. What is one way for her to write the number shown? So in here, this version, the students have to understand that 100 and 5 tens make 150, so that the correct answer is A. Then finally, with number 7, the students are asked which is not. So remember, when you're working with your students, you want to ask them which is not a correct answer. Okay, for third grade, we see the students have to go all the way up to the number of 100,000, and they need to see it as so many tens, so many thousands, so many hundreds, so many tens, and so many ones. So with 16, again, if you look at the vocabulary from this released STAR Test 2017 STAR, they're using the words 3,000, 5,000s, 800s, 2 tens, and 4 ones. So you want to make sure that when you're working with the students that not only are you presenting it in the standard form way, but also in the vocabulary and the word form as well. You see the same thing with question number 27 as 8 10,000s, 4 hundreds, and 9 10. So obviously in third grade, you really want to stress the vocab of the numbers. And then finally down here with question 13, if you look, they actually did standard or expanded notation, but the students are having to realize that 500 and 300 make 800, and then 50 plus 10 makes 60, and then 7 is 7 to get 867, and that's from the released 2016 STAR. In fourth grade, again, represent the value of a digit in whole numbers through 1 billion and decimals to the hundredths using expanded notation and numerals. So this is where the students see this as expanded notation. and they have to realize which could fit Quinn's description. This is from the 2017 release star. On the exact same release star, we have question 27, where they're taking 47 and 6/100ths, and they're asking that to be written in expanded notation. So this is from the freshly released 2017 star. You may want to pause the video and look at these questions a little bit closer. These bottom two are from the 2016 release star, so it's pretty funny that this question right here almost mirrors the question 2017 in the fact of the kids seeing it in expanded notation with the numerals and such. Same thing with this. They're going to 140 million, so they hadn't quite hit the billions part, but they're still having to do expanded form and not expanded notation. Finally, we see in 5th grade, it's now a supporting standard. They're going to the thousandths using expanded notation and numerals. So this is from the 2016 release star. This TEK was not tested on 2017 star. And you see the student having to work the number in expanded notation. And what's interesting about this as well is that they don't give the student a number, they give the student the word form. So the student's really going from word form to expanded notation. So in between this, the student has to know that it's $2,609.75. So the students have to be able to make that connection to make that number to then go here. So definitely some higher level thinking there. So I hope you learned a lot from this vertical alignment video. My first video ever, so please be, cautious and nice to me. Have a wonderful day. Love to hear some of your comments about some things you learned looking at it vertically. Just let me know. Y'all have a good day. So I hope you learned a lot from this vertical alignment video. My first video ever, so please be, cautious and nice to me. Have a wonderful day. Love to hear some of your comments about some things you learned looking at it vertically. Just let me know. Y'all have a good day.